Okay, everybody, and we back swinging with still swinging, and I'm your host Thomas. Once again, we got my girl Kendra G up, and as always, family, we keeping it moving right along. Look, nice looking young lady, only seen about 10-15 seconds of it. All right, she on the same planet with us, fellas. She looking for herself a man, and let's see if we can help her out.
I can't believe you picked me.
Hi.
Hi.
How old are you, baby?
32.
All right, give me better light. Oh, there you go. Missy, is your name Missy?
Can you hear me?
I can't hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes.
Get the light together and the phone together, baby.
Okay, let me turn the light on.
And you
This
want
better?
the light in your face. It's like behind you. And wipe your screen,
ready?
sweetheart. Wipe your screen. Wipe your screen. All right, let me see if I can work with this. What's your name, honey?
Missy.
Missy?
Yeah. MISSY.
Missy. What do you do for a living, boo?
I do home health care, and then I do Uber, and then I do Lyft, and then I do Instacart and Grubhub.
So Uber, a driver maybe?
Huh? Yes.
Okay. You have any
And I do
kids,
home
Missy?
health care.
And home health care. You have any kids?
Yes, I got 4 kids.
How old are your kids?
9, 7, 4, and 1.
9. Hold on, 7, 4. How many men?
4.
Why are you not with the 1-year-old dad?
He got some problems. Like, he had too many problems. Like, he got like some crazy problems, and I had to leave him.
Baby by him.
Huh?
Why did you have a baby by him?
I was pregnant before I found out.
Why did you get pregnant before you found out he had problems?
I found out he had problems after.
You should have found out first, right?
Yes.
Why are you not with?
Fair use, family. Fair use.
But he's a good dad, though. He's a good dad. He take care of his daughter and stuff.
Why are you not with the 4-year-old dad?
Because he domestic violence.
When
he likes to put his hands on people.
When did you find that out?
Like, let me see. One day when he was drunk.
Do you think you got to get to know these men better before you have sex with them?
Yeah, but I've been knowing him for a long time. His mama's been knowing me since I was a kid.
So you knew he had domestic violence problems, but you still had a baby by him.
I didn't know that he was crazy like that.
You just said you knew him
until
since
he
you
was
were
drunk
a kid.
one day and he flipped out and put his hands on me.
Okay, let's keep going. What do you do for? Oh, you told me, Missy. What's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Capricorn.
Okay, and where you calling me from?
Grand Rapids, Michigan.
So we got Missy, home health care. She's also Uber driver, Grubhub driver, a driver. Instacart, 4 kids, 9, 7, 4, and 1. A Capricorn and lives in Michigan. What kind of man are you looking?
First thoughts, family. Not a bad looking lady. 32, 4 kids. This a disaster. You know, she a no for me. I mean, no. I wouldn't recommend her, but I know I don't speak for all the brothers. So let's just listen.
Looking for?
I'm looking for a down to earth man, a guy that like to travel, like to have fun, go on dates. You know.
Okay.
A family man.
So a family man?
Yes.
So you want him? Do you want him to be a part of your children's lives?
If he want to, but you know, I'm looking for like a family man. Yes.
So what would you say to the guy that is concerned because you do have 4 kids by 4 different men and 1 child? 2 of your children are under 5.
Yes.
So what'd you say to a man that might be concerned about that?
Why would they be concerned? That's what I'm trying to say. Why would they be concerned? It's like if they like me, they gotta accept my kids too.
Well, let me break it down to you. The kind of man you just described, any man that is a provider that knows he has to take care of things.
No, he ain't got to take care of my kids. I'm just like family man, like we go out and do something with the kids or something like that, you know?
I think this is where a lot of women are missing the mark. Do you want to get married one day?
Yeah, I want to get married one day.
Do you want to live in the same house as another man?
No, we can stay in the same house.
You want to live in the
Or we can
same
have
house?
separate houses.
So you want to get married, but y'all live in separate houses?
No, I said we can do either way,
So you're open to getting married to a man, but he lives in a different house than you?
No, it's either way. He can either stay in his own house or he could come stay with me. I could come stay with him. It don't matter.
But you guys will all live together, correct?
Yes, I would live with him.
Okay. So
I lived with a guy before.
Right. But what I'm trying to get you to understand is when you move in with a guy, you move in also with your 4 children. So a man has to be able to provide for you and 4 other people. That's 5 people.
No, I can take care of me and my own kids. He just got to provide for himself.
If he lives with you in the house, he's going to be providing for you. You have to have a certain house.
We can go half and half.
I know you think you have all the answers, but just hear me out so you can understand the things that men go in their mind. Okay. If he wants to go on vacation, it's not just you and him. It's you and 4 other people.
No, I can.
That's 4.
Get a babysitter.
So you got to answer for everything. So you really honestly don't understand how a man would have to adjust for your children. You don't get that. No.
You're not about to convince her that her kids is a problem. Let me tell you why. Because the kind of men she get, her kids not a problem. Because the kind of men she get can't do nothing for her. They need to live with her. The kind of men she get, she already know what kind of men she get. She know ain't no man coming in and taking care of her and them 4 kids. All right, you're not about to convince her that them kids are a problem. All right, listen, she stuck in a box, and I'm telling you that box is small. She got this way of thinking, and you ain't about to come and change that. You ain't about to tell her nothing.
Oh, I don't get that.
And this is actually the problem. This is the problem right here, that women are not understanding. Listen, your kids are a blessing, so I want to make sure we get that clear, right? But your kids are a blessing mostly to you. To anybody else coming into the picture, they have to look at your kids as, can I love on them the same? Can I provide for them the same? Do I want to live in a house with 4 kids? You have a 1-year-old, you have a 4-year-old. Let's say he's a working man and he's tired. Does he want to come home with a crying baby? Does he want to adjust his life and his...
She don't care nothing about none of that. All right, Kendra ain't just said nothing to her. All right, listen, you can't tell her that her bringing 5 people into some man's space should be any kind of a problem. You're not about to tell her that. All right, listen, you shouldn't worry about nothing she got going on. Just worry about what you got going on and what she wants.
In order to be with you and your children. These are some of the things that men have to think about when they are accepting a woman that comes with children. You also have 4 children by 4 different men. Does he want to deal with your 4 baby daddies? Does he want to live in a house with a man and their child, and now this man got an issue how he's talking to your child? Is your child going to backtalk him and say, you're not my real daddy? Does he want to deal with all that?
He ain't got to deal with 4 of them. He ain't got to deal with none of them.
Your kids don't live with you?
My kids live with me. I got 4 custody.
So if he links with you and y'all get married, he wouldn't be dealing with your kids?
He won't have to deal with the baby daddies.
Oh, so as your kids get older, they're never going to have any relationship with your father?
What you say?
As your children get older, they'll never have a relationship with their father?
Yes, they got a relationship.
Okay, so
I'm just saying that the guy that I date, he ain't got to deal with the baby daddies.
You're saying that now, but let's say your 1-year-old turns 8 years old and he's mad at your new man, and then he goes to the biological father and says, this man was talking crazy to me. He ain't my daddy. Now the biological father calls your man and says, yo, you better make sure you don't talk to my child this way.
No,
the bottom line
they ain't gonna do that. I got my baby daddies in check.
Oh, your baby daddies are in check?
Yes.
Okay.
We got to understand it. So they call me and say, hey, I want to see the baby this time. Then I'll bring the baby,
Your children are...
They don't just come to my house and pop up like that.
Your children are 9, 7, 4, and 1. You have a lot more years to deal with these men. You don't know how it's going to turn out.
Well, I'm ready to date.
Of course you're ready to date because you want companionship. Everyone wants that.
I
I'm
don't
just
really
trying.
care about companionship. Dating is like going out, having fun.
Well, how's that working for you, Missy? Are you getting a lot of opportunities?
I was dating somebody last year, but I just been focusing on work and stuff.
Okay.
She ain't getting no opportunities. All right? You gonna find her at work or in that house with them kids. She ain't got no opportunities. All right? You see our situation. All right, listen. Most men gonna find this situation depressing. He ain't gonna find no joy in this with a woman who think like this and got this mindset. You're not about to tell her nothing. That's why it's hard for me to sit up here and really try, fellas. It's hard for me to try because you see how Kendra trying, but you ain't about to tell her nothing. Nothing. Shame, bro. She locked into this. She gotta be. This the only way she can keep believing this nonsense that's coming out of her mouth.
Okay. All right. So let's keep going. What was the last question? Oh, let's do. Does the guy got to make a certain amount of money?
Like 50K in a year.
Okay. Do you want more kids?
No,
No. So you don't want more kids?
I don't have my tools tied, but I'm just saying I don't want more kids right now.
And you want to get married one day?
Yes, you asked me that. Yes.
Yeah. So you want a man that already has kids, then, right?
He can have kids or he can want kids. If we get married, I will have a kid with him.
So now, in order for you to have a baby, you got to be married.
Yes.
Why didn't you have that requirement before you had your other 4 kids?
I was going to get married to my first baby daddy, but he backed out. He was scared to get married.
And what about the other 3 baby daddies?
I told you the other one is in life. He doing life in prison. So.
Oh, one of your children's dads. Why is he in prison for life?
Because he got himself messed up with something. Somebody had died or something, and at a hotel, somebody got shot, and he was with somebody that shot somebody, so they gave him life in prison.
Okay. Oh, okay. Missy, child. Does this guy have to look a certain way?
No, just sexy.
He has to be sexy.
Yep.
Let's do the Kendra cam.
Okay, let me see. How can I do this? It's hard. It's hard to do this thing. How you do this thing?
We can't see your legs, honey.
Well, let me sit it somewhere else because I don't know where to sit it at. Well, let me get my daughter to do it for me. Come here, Nye. Come and do this for me. Hold this.
Okay, we see. Bring the phone down. Okay, we see you, Missy. We see you, baby girl. Missy.
Not trying to be funny and honestly, but family, I wouldn't be surprised if she pregnant right now. All right, because it look like she is. I I bet family. Look, gee, natural disaster. But listen, the way what she look like ain't the problem. Jesus, you ain't even had to do the Kendra can.
Here.
What was your last relationship, honey?
Last year.
You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
6 months ago.
Okay. What are 3 flaws you think you have to work on?
Being patient. Let me see. Just being patient.
You only have 1 flaw.
Yep.
You sure?
I could have believed that all day, family. Ain't nothing wrong with her. You see, you can't tell her nothing.
Yes.